if you just come down onto your mats and find yourself in a supine position. So you're coming into your backs, getting comfortable, and just bringing attention to your body, to your breath. Maybe let your arms fall out to the side. Let your legs lie long, or if you feel more comfortable with your knees bent and feet on the floor, whatever works for you. And just bringing your attention to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just take 3 deep inhales, really drawing that breath deep down into the base of the stomach. Maybe even feeling your stomach rise before your rib cage. Layering it all the way up to your collarbone, and then exhaling completely. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then just return back to a normal rhythm for a few breaths longer. And just notice how your body's feeling today. Check in with your body. Maybe give your body a scan from head to toe. Are there any areas that are feeling particularly tight or tense? And when you're doing this class today, think about sending your breath into those areas. And as you exhale, releasing any stress or tension, trying to let everything soften and let go. So whenever you're ready, then gently bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug them in and just rock from side to side. Massaging your lower back into the ground. Feeling that nice sensation. Then taking a hold of both your knees, you're just going to gently turn those rocks into circles. So we're circling the knees, maybe 5 or so times in one direction. And then 5 or so times in the other direction. And those circles can be big, they can be small. You can focus on feeling all 4 corners of that hard plate in the lower back, massaging it into the ground, noticing your hips, maybe your quads, maybe even your glutes if you're particularly tight. Gently bring the knees all the way back into center, and we're going to inhale as we lift and squeeze chest to thighs or nose to knees, and then exhale to lower. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to lower. Last time, inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to lower. From here, take a hold of your left knee. Exhale as you extend your right leg all the way to the ground. As you inhale, you're going to bring that left knee into the center of your chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and you should feel the stretch in the outside of the hip. Take 2 more deep breaths. With that exhale, just let the hips melt, let the hips relax. Let the knees sink in towards your chest a little bit more. Exhale. On the next inhale, lift both knees back to center, and then we're going to switch sides. So hands move over to right knee. Exhale as you extend the left leg all the way to the floor. And then inhale as you bring that right knee in towards the center of your chest. Again, we're here for 3 deep breaths. So use that breath. Notice the stretch. Notice how it feels. Is there any difference between sides? Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Inhale as you bring both knees back up to center. Take the toes toward the floor, keep the heels lifted and take the arms out wide. Option 1, you can keep the palms facing down and the arms in the T-shaped position. Option 2, if you want to get more into the chest, bend at the elbows 90 degrees and bring the backs of the hands to the floor, either side of your head, so you're cactusing the arms. Again, keeping those shoulders glued in both cases. From here, we're just going to drop the knees from side to side, for a few window wipers to release off the lower back. Unravel the spine, open up the chest, maybe some of the arms. And definitely you should be able to feel the massage in the hips and the glutes. Last one each way. And then gently bring yourself back to center. From here, we're slowly going to make our way all the way up to seated. Finding ourselves in the center of our mat. In a seated position option, if you want to take half lotus or full lotus even, you can if that's in your practice. If you want to just stay in a crisscross leg position, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to take my left sole of my foot, place it in with the sole facing upwards in the hip crease of my right leg, and gently press my knee toward the floor for that half lotus pose. From here, I'm going to inhale then with my right hand up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to exhale as we reach over to the opposite side. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale back to center. And we're going to switch sides. So inhale as you lift and reach with your left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you fold over to the right. Again, hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up to center. We're going to switch over the legs. So taking the left leg under now, right leg is going to come, or right sole of the foot comes up and places in the hip crease of my left leg. If you're just sitting cross-legged, then just feel free to crisscross your legs in the opposite direction. From here, we're then going to inhale to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, and as we exhale, twist to look over that left shoulder. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back to center. Exhale as you come and look over the right shoulder this time. Again, 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale all the way back to center. From here, unravel the legs, coming onto your hands and knees now. Finding yourself in that tabletop position, we're just going to take 3 cat-cows. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you're just going to inhale as you dip the tummy, look up towards the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, round through the spine, pressing the ground away, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And then come back to a neutral position. From here, you're going to take the left hand under the right, bringing the left shoulder to the floor and looking out underneath the right armpit for thread the needle pose. Feel that stretch across the upper back and down into the shoulder, maybe into the rotator cuff. And then keep pressing the ground away. If you want to stay here, you can. If you want to take that right hand up and over and take a bind by taking the hand all the way around and seeing if you can grab a hold of that inner left thigh, then feel free. Keep looking and twisting over that right shoulder. Take 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then unravel yourself as you inhale, come back up onto your hands and knees. And we're going to switch sides. So right arm now is going to thread through and under the left. Shoulder to the floor, look out underneath that left armpit. Feel that stretch, find that stretch first. And then if you're taking that hand up and round, take it back behind you. See if you can grab a hold of that inner right thigh. In either case, keep lifting and twisting or reaching and twisting under and looking over that left shoulder. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel the arms. Come up onto the hands and knees. Taking the hands slightly further forwards, we're just going to sit back into heart melting pose. So forehead to the floor. Think about finding that curve in the upper back. So chest melts down toward the floor so that your back is flexed rather than rounded. Try and find that nice curve. Either chin to the floor, forehead to the floor, whatever works for you. Find that curvature, find that opening of that thoracic upper back. And breathe into the armpits, really stretch and reach. 3 more deep breaths. Exhale completely on that last deep breath. And then slowly come down into a prone position on your mat. From here, we're going to take the right arm out to the side. Think about gluing that right shoulder to the floor. Left hand is going to come underneath the left shoulder and press into the ground. From here, your head can relax, chin on the floor or side of the head on the floor. You're going to inhale as you lift that left leg up and over, reaching the foot towards that right hand, finding that stretch down the front of the chest, into the shoulder, and maybe even into the arm. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back to centre and switch sides. So right arm is going to go, or hand is going to go underneath the right shoulder. Left arm is going to go out long, palm facing down, glue that shoulder to the floor. Relax the head to the ground, wherever that may be for you. And then you're going to inhale to lift and reach with your left foot towards right foot towards left hand. And again, just holding for 3 deep breaths. Finding that stretch in the shoulder, in the arm, across the chest. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back to centre. Take the hands back underneath you. We're going to slide the arms through now. So you're coming onto your elbows and gripping the mat. So we're coming into Sphinx. So grip the mat with your hands. Drag the elbows back underneath you as you pull the chest through the arms. Shoulders back and down. Eye gaze forwards. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, point the toes. Support that lower back if you need to. And then hold again for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then relax the body down. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, and press up and back into your down facing dog position. As it's the first one of the day, set yourself up firstly with bent knees. Find that length in the spine, so tailbone high towards the sky, crown of the head toward the floor, and just press the chest through the arms. Maybe just take a moment there to pulse a few times, opening up your thoracic spine. And then you can start to extend through the legs, so pedaling the feet or the heels from side to side, alternating as you open up those calves, get into those backs of the legs. One more each way. And then just come back to neutral. Push both heels towards the floor as you exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to step the left foot outside of the left hand for a lizard lunge. Dropping the back knee to the floor, and then we're going to reach the heart forward. So with your knee, think about tracking the knee over the ankle and out to the side, and reach the heart forward. So when you found yourself in that nice setup, you can use the left hand against the inner knee to press the knee away, keeping those toes glued to the floor. And then at this point, you might even want to look over your left shoulder and see if you can see your right heel for a deeper twist. Hold for 3 deep breaths. And last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come back to center. We're going to pull back into half splits. So we're going to stack our right hip, above our right knee. Straighten our left leg, flex our toes back towards us. Inhale as you lift and lengthen, and then exhale as you reach nose towards toes. You can keep your right hand grounded. If you want to take your left hand to your right shoulder, you could even try and reach the elbow towards the toes as you do this to increase the stretch. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come back through into that low lizard lunge. From here we're going to take this into pigeon pose. So that left leg is going to wrap underneath you. So your left knee is going to come to the front left corner of the mat. The left foot's going to come over towards the right, and you're going to slide your right leg back. Setting yourself up in that nice upright pigeon pose with level hips. So try not to roll over onto that left sit bone. Try and keep that right hip bone rolled down to the heel. Use your hands on the floor. Press the ground away. Open up that right hip flexor. And as you exhale, melt the body forwards, coming down into sleeping pigeon. Draw the chest over the thigh. Forehead can relax on the floor. And just take 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come up onto your hands and knees. Step back with that left foot into your down facing dog, and we're going to switch sides. So right foot is going to come outside of right hand. Set yourself up for that low lizard lunge. So relax the hips, untuck the toes, send the heart forwards. Knee can go forwards and out to the side. So once you've found your good position, you can take a hold of that right knee, pressing it out to the side with your right hand, keeping those toes glued to the floor, remember, and even looking over that shoulder for that left heel. Hold again for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. and then slowly come back to center. Replace the hand to the floor and pull back into half split. So stacking the left hip above the left knee, straightening the right leg, flexing the toes back towards you, and then reaching nose towards toes. So inhale to lift and find length. Exhale as you reach nose towards toes, and again, right hand can go over to left shoulder, and you can try and reach that elbow toward those toes. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then replace the hand. Come back through into that low lizard lunge, and we're coming into pigeon on the other side. So right knee is going to come through to the front right corner of the mat. Foot comes over to the other side. Slide the left leg back. Set yourself up in that nice level hip position. Focus on opening up that left hip flexor as you press the ground away. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And then as you exhale, melt the body forwards, coming down into sleeping pigeon. Bringing your chest over your thigh, forehead to the floor. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. Back into that seated pigeon, and then we're going to swivel our legs around and out in front of us. Coming into a seated position on our mats now. Take the hands back behind us, fingertips pointing away, and think about lifting through the heart as you look up towards the ceiling. So feel that, roll the shoulders back and down, feel that stretch across the chest. If this is enough for you today, stay here. If you want to take it deeper, take the feet to the floor and scoot the bum towards the heels, and take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly slide the bum back towards the hands. Unravel the shoulders, unravel the hands, shake it all out, and then we're going to come down onto our backs. So bringing your knees in towards your chest, hugging them with both arms, just rocking from side to side, enjoying that gentle massage. One last time. And we're going to take a hold of our left knee, exhale as we extend our right leg all the way to the floor. With our left leg, we're going to let the leg, so kick the foot up towards the ceiling, extending through the leg, flexing the toes back towards us. You can take a hold of the thigh, the calf, or even hook the big fingers, the toes, the fingers around the big toe, I'll get there, and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're then going to bend at the knee again. Right hand is going to come over to that left knee, and left hand is going to go out to the side and glue the palm and the shoulder to the floor. From here, as you exhale, drag that left knee over to the right, and then inhale as you lift and twist to look towards the left. If this is enough for you, stay here, keeping both shoulders glued to the floor. If you want to go deeper and get into the quads as well, you can take that right foot into your left hand, bending at the knee and finding that quad stretch. Then reset with elbows and shoulders glued to the floor. So you're twisting and compressing down to the floor. Hold for 3 more deep breaths. Pretzel pose. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly release that foot. Inhale to bring your knees and your head back to center again. And we'll switch sides. So taking the hands over to the right knee. Exhale as you extend that left leg all the way to the floor. Extend the right foot up towards the ceiling. Flex the toes back towards you, and you can pull gently on the thigh, the calf, or hooking those fingers around your big toe. And take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale and release that foot or leg. Bending at the knee again, you're going to take your left hand over to the outside of your right knee. Right hand goes out to the side, palm facing down. Glue that shoulder to the floor. Exhale as you drag your right knee across to the left, and gently press down on the outer knee with the left hand. Again, inhale to lift and twist to look towards the right. And if you want to, you can take a hold of that left foot with your right hand, coming into a kind of pretzel-shaped position, and then resetting as you glue both shoulders and elbows to the floor. Hold again for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then release the foot. Inhale as you bring your knees and your head back to center. Just gently rock from side to side, and then relax your feet to the floor and come into a supine position. And just finish here for 3 deep breaths before we come back up to seated. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take note of how your body feels now. Release any last bits of stress or tension with your exhale. And just enjoy this last moment of stillness. When you've taken those 3 deep breaths, slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in the center of your mat. We'll take one final deep inhale as we lift our hands up above our heads, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.